What is going on, guys? It's your boys here again, Dean, and
Timmy Two Soul.
that's right. And we're finally coming back with yet another podcast. It's been quite a while since we've done one of these, but there hasn't been a whole lot of news going on outside that grand showdown, except for we did have Sacramento, but that was already last format, so we're not really going to go over that one. Congratulations, everyone who did get an invite, though. Except for third place. I'm sorry, Mr. Third Place, but you ruined my boy Hanson's chance. Big F in the chat, Hanson. You were almost the sword god, but you couldn't get it at the end. But yeah, so it's been a while, What's been going on? What's been going on outside of the game?
I mean, the NFL season has started, which is relevant in America. Other than that, I mean, I dabble in digital. I don't play as much as you do, so I don't have every card unlocked, and so gathering vials is just a hobby. For me, I need those little red things, and so I only play one class. Unlike you, who played three classes, I don't know what you've been playing. I've been on Shadow because it's the best.
Yeah, I I threw out a tweet like on day 3 where I'm like, hey, I already got GM and I cycled through 3 decks. Every single game I played a different deck. I went between it was Buff Dragon, Rally Sword, which is my favorite, but Buff Dragon's pretty fun, and then Sekka Forest. But
Well,
your deck's pretty potent
my,
if you're
my,
on the
my deck's pretty sick. If you're playing the game right, which sometimes I'm playing the burial right build. I don't know if there's a right and wrong way, but I clicked on burial right, so sometimes I don't spend enough shadows, and I don't have the I'll sunder you in hand. But if you play it right, nothing I can't handle. Wager your soul. I'll sunder you. I'll sunder
that deck
you.
is
And then
pretty
they
toxic.
and then they quit, and so you don't even have to waste your time dragging, from up.
Whenever I'm trying
It's
to
pretty
play my
sick.
super toxic deck, I'm trying to play the what is the deck?
I don't think I've played against it yet. Is it
The
Portal?
yeah, the Maisha deck. Whenever I'm trying to play the really toxic like Calamity Zen Maisha pile, the problem I'm having is that the Shadow deck doesn't put followers on board, so I have nothing to trade into. Like, they can just keep killing their own guys, and then they just
Yeah,
deal like 20 damage out of hand. It doesn't even matter. You have like 28 health. It doesn't even matter. You just die. It's pretty rough out
yeah.
there.
The Shadow deck does more damage if you put guys on board,
That's
because then
pretty
then your guy has the opportunity to sunder you.
yeah, pretty sad time. The other thing that I did
Sad
do,
time. Shadow's thriving. These are good times.
but I want to play my toxic deck now that I'm GM, right? I want to play the
I'm playing
toxic
my
deck.
toxic deck. I'm doing fine.
The other thing that's going on in digital is I did also play the draft mode for the first time in a long time.
Is it special?
It's unbelievable because
Is
the
it
draft
take two all stars? What is that? What
it
it is?
it's the one where like you draft based on like an archetype. So like I'm
Oh,
drafting
okay.
yeah, I'm drafting like rally and token and stuff, right? But that
Mm-hmm.
format I think I went 3 and 27. I was just sitting there using the 70 tickets I had, and I'm like I think the only people left playing that are like savants. I think that if you were not like an actual Shadowverse savant, you're not like touching that format anymore.
That's me.
And so it was rough. It was way rougher than it should be.
The game says win 3 games every day, not win three take 2 games every day. Thankfully, because that
Oh
would
yeah.
take
Well, I had like
like
80,
2 days.
I think like 75 tickets or something like that. So I was just trying to get through them. And I was like, okay, yeah, we'll go play some Take Two. Like, how bad can it be?
Oh
And
yeah.
then it's like you go 0-5 once and you go, I'm not that bad, am I? And it's a little bit later and you're like, yeah, I'm that bad, it seems.
Some players are better than others, especially in draft.
Oh my god. It was, well, it was consistently better, which means that I think it means I suck. There's no way I was losing to literally every person on ladder without me being the problem. But it is
Nah,
it is
nah.
what it is.
It's the bots. It's the Shadowverse bots.
Dude, it has to be.
They give
There's
you
nobody
lots of
left
a
on ladder, so
constructed
they got to
deck.
keep you by destroying you.
Keep you. They're trying to push you back into throwback rotation.
Truth. Well, I already have all the cards, so that doesn't really do much for them. Unlike you, who has to get packs with the awful pull rates. Speaking of awful pull rates, my RuneScape grinds have been pretty rough recently, but that's a different.
Every time this guy mentions this forsaken MMO, I see a new low in gaming.
No, no, no.
No. It's true. Every time. I think I've seen it all, and then you say RuneScape again, and then I haven't seen it yet.
It's a fun game. Don't worry. We got leagues
Nah,
coming
don't
out.
worry.
If people play RuneScape, they know. Let me know who's excited for leagues. Reloaded. But yeah, that's probably enough about RuneScape for now.
Is that like League of Legends?
It's you
You gotta
basically get to start the game from scratch. Like
you
they
gotta
lock
attack the towers.
they lock the map to where like you get like starting chunks, and then as you progress throughout I think you can only unlock like 3 areas of the game, and you only can do content in those areas. And you have like super fast experience rates because you're starting over from scratch. You deal like
Oh, okay.
infinite damage. You hit super fast. It tries to make it bearable, so they only let you play for 2 weeks, and then you have to go back to hell. Yeah,
Maybe the game mode sucks, and so it's only available for 2 weeks, so people think it was good
I-
because they hadn't exhausted it yet.
I've never played it, but I've been told it's good. I've been told it's good by people
What
I probably don't
wasn't that the
trust.
YouTuber thing? Like the YouTuber thing played that format.
They, yeah, that
Like they
actually
had
that
the,
was
the
that.
su-
No, that was a different mode. That was a different mode. It was similar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they didn't have the same like upgrades, but that's enough about RuneScape. I think.
Thank
You
thank
know what?
goodness.
Let's get back to Shadowverse. Because
Mm-hmm.
Idolmaster came out Friday, and I don't know how much of this you've played. I have played a lot of Idolmaster, believe it or not. Had to get a little bit of knowledge before those videos out.
Oh yeah, I've been just binging Cinderella Girls since the set reviews. I just
You're just binging, watching the
I, I
show.
just I just watching the show. My favorite part was when actually the only Cinderella Girls I've seen was like the 2 second clip you showed me of like what Ronco and the eight drop girl from Havencraft
Oh,
Passion.
no, she's a Swordcraft.
Was it which one?
The Passion card that untaps your board, that's a Swordcraft card.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
a 6 mana 9/9 ward in Swordcraft. You can play that in actual. It untaps your board.
Hey, that's pretty good, isn't it?
That is pretty good. It's pretty sick.
No, it's not.
Don't
No,
fucking
it's not.
talk
It's not
ill.
sick. Okay. So, you know my thoughts on Idolmaster. I was erroneously mistaken when we were reading cool cards. I thought cool. I could just. I'm like, man, who cares? I'm just gonna play the new cards. Doesn't matter what. I show up to my shop locals day. I cool deck off the shelf. I'm like, yeah, this is like Pokemon. You get your meta deck off the shelf. And then people are saying things like, oh man, that's like 70-80% of the meta deck right there. And then I'm playing it and I'm like, man,
That
these
30% sure
cards
is needed.
these cards read a lot better like a week ago. And so Dean's playing some constructed pile against me. It's a fun
Oh,
pile, but it is constructed, and he's like,
it's
"Oh, I'm
not a
gonna."
fun pile.
Okay,
It's
never mind.
the
What,
combo deck. People are pretty high on that combo variant of cool, where you
well, I'll tell you what, it wasn't cool.
yeah. Well, it's not really cool so much as like good stuff. You like search out the Anastasia, and you play like a fuck ton of 1-drops, and then you just like try to nut on your Anastasia turn. And you have the ice cream. I don't actually know who, Layla or something like that. She searches a passion and a cool on Evo.
Right, the ice cream girl.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
the four
signature.
drop four drop Havencraft girl. Yeah.
Yeah, that card's busted. It lets you search a card like Anastasia. or Arisu, who turns out is actually pretty cracked. I know during the set review we said, "Oh, this doesn't read that good." That card's pretty fucking good in the Anastasia combo deck. So, and also the ward. Oh my god, there's a 1 mana like 3/5 ward that you can play. If
Oh yeah,
that
it
card
says
is
4 on the top left, but it costs 1.
it cost 1. That card is so fucking strong.
What were they thinking? I was sitting across the table from this with my off-the-shelf list, and I said, "Wow, all his cards are better than mine. How did this happen?"
Who could have guessed that the constructed deck was better than the trial deck?
Whoa! In Pokemon, the trial decks are better than the constructed decks.
No, you got to add like 2 cards from the booster to make Mew that good. Or I guess it's Charizard nowadays. Back in our days, it was Mew.
Well, in Shadowverse Evolve, you gotta add like.
You gotta add a few.
The cool deck has 70% of the cards, but I think it has 30% of the power.
That's probably fair. The cards that you need are like consistency cards.
They're not
consistent. They're like
cards.
more
they're
aggressive.
Like, they say like Storm on them. Like Rin Shibuya, Mio Honda.
Wait, those are in the deck. Rin Shibuya.
No. Rin Shibuya, the wrong Rin Shibuya. Well, maybe not the wrong Rin Shibuya. You play both though.
You play both. You play both. The card that like searches your storms. And the 7-drop, I think that rebuilds a board. No, I think the 7-drop's in the starter deck, isn't it?
The 7-drop? Yeah, I believe I played it on you.
Okay, yeah, that card's
pretty
good.
I played on someone.
I think the problem is like your bad cards are really bad.
Your deck?
Yeah. I think the problem is like the cards that the bad cards are really bad is the real problem.
Yeah, my opponents never had like 2 cards on board, except well they had more board than me, except for when I had the 5-drop kill spell in my hand that kills 2 cards.
That's all you have to say for people to know your deck was rough.
Yeah, it's off the shelf, you know. It's kind of like playing like the Dragoncraft trial deck, where you're like, I've got Dragon Oracle, but instead of playing good cards, you're playing like Fafnir.
Right. I think
so I made a huge mistake.
I think after playing the format a bit, because I've went into some sim games and played some stuff, I really want New Generation to be good. The list that I posted, I really want that to be like a fun deck. But holy shit, Cool is so good. Like Cool, there is. I'm gonna spoil this for some people. I almost think there's very little reason if you want to win an event to play anything else. It has so many non-games. I was playing into some Control Haven and I was like getting Jeaned on 4, Themist on 5, and still ending the game on like 7. It just did not matter. That deck is unbelievable.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's pretty strong. There's definitely like decks that can beat it. It's not infallible, but it just has so many non-games. It does feel like the best deck. Passion, I still haven't sleeved up and played. I've got a list I'm wanting to try, and then I've got the one I made the video on, which I think in a minute I'm going to talk about how I really choose to make those, how I get those lists at the beginning of a format. Because really, it's something everyone could do, but hey, still click on those videos at least long enough to get the deck log.
Have you mentioned Cute yet?
I haven't mentioned Cute. I have not played Cute. My friend has played Cute. It's the deck I lent to Swafford, and I played against Cute. Hansen, the Swordcraft player from Sacramento, top 4.
Mm-hmm.
He had a Cute deck that he's been playing, and it's pretty funny. It had like, I was trying to play like Sword into it, and I had a 0-card hand, but he managed to keep like 4 dudes on board continuously through multiple board wipes. And then he had like 40 health at the end. It wasn't even like, it's like I just like ran out of the ability to do anything, and he still had like 40 health. I hadn't even hit into his health yet. And he still had like 4 dudes on board. It was kind of insane. Seems pretty good. But end of the day, Yeah. It's kind of slow. Well, all the cards say heal 3, right? All the cards say like heal 3 on play or on lesson, and then you just heal a bunch. Strike, heal 2. You really just take over the game from there. I don't know, like you said, you haven't played the format much at all outside of the starter deck. Jesus Christ, we got to get some games on you so that we can get some games for the people out there. We need games for the people out there, and for myself.
Well, I'm such a huge fan of Idolmaster Cinderella Girls. I can't wait to get in there and play my favorite cards
from your favorite girls.
Like yeah, all my favorite girls, like
Toyota
Akiko
Subaru.
Takamori.
There we go.
Toyota Subaru.
There we go.
Toyota Subaru, Honda Kawasaki.
I think I'm gonna.
Yeah, Cinderella Girls doesn't really do it for me like any of the Nichiria Machina cards are gonna do it, because because I've done that part of the Shadowverse story, and all those characters are like good or hilarious, for better or for worse, versus like,
yeah, I think Idolmaster's a terrible.
What does an Idolmaster girl say?
I don't know.
Iron Lady. That's what they say, right?
No, that's the wrong Idolmaster. That's the wrong Idolmaster.
What's the difference? What's the difference? It's the same. It's the same. Is it A1? Is A1 drawing the pictures?
A good question. Who actually made Cinderella Girls?
Was it a game first? I don't know anything about this stuff.
It was a game. I'm pretty sure it was like an arcade game. And now it has a mobile game. Co-developed by Sai Games and Bandai. But who made the anime? A1. Okay, it was A1 again, but like it definitely doesn't watch the same. It doesn't. It does not watch the same. It does not watch the same. I would tell you if it watched the same, and it does not.
Well, it was a game first. It was a free-to-play simulation social network game.
Think.
How old did this come out ago?
It's old.
2015.
But it still comes out. It still comes out. It's like broken in White Shorts right now. Because that's how I measure things, is how much I know about the White Shorts. And if I know about it in White Shorts to this day, it means it has to be good.
Is it still broken in White Shorts?
Well, it's like the current terrorist, from my understanding. It's the current BDIF, which means I hear people complain that it's the best deck.
I thought everyone over there loved like the Idolmasters. Or are they Bang Dream fans?
It depends on the person. It depends on the person that you talk to. It depends on how much they like Idolmaster. I think the IP. I know that Sai Games owns it, and it is like, okay, the cool aggro deck is pretty bullshit, but the other cards are actually really sick. Like they printed some they printed some Johnny cards on the set that do make me excited, but like, damn, that's a terrible IP. I don't know, like, I don't know how you're supposed to sell that to people. I don't know how you're supposed to sell that to the Western audience. There are so many lolis in the set that are it's that's the thing.
Than that. It's worse than their lolis. It's like they have the elementary school outfit on.
Yeah, they got the elementary school outfit on with the smug face. Like okay. I gotta like I gotta say that, because like Uma, a normal person, like you're trying to sell it to Uma, and you're like, yeah, this is the Horse Girl set. It's a funny mobile game. Ha ha ha. This one, I tell people it's like Hannah Montana or like like the Backstreet Boys. Right. Like I'm like, I don't know how to sell it to people, and then it's like the card. It's like, oh yeah, here's my combo. Here's like one of the big piece cards in the deck, and it's the girl with the backpack and like the smug look on her face, and it's like, okay, yeah, look. Oh, yeah.
This is your lightning bolt. Precocious little devil.
Yeah, precocious little devil. That card's insane. Which is okay. I'm always upset when I'm playing the new gen deck and I look at my grave and that card is cool trait. That's a cool card. That's not a cute card. That's a cool card. I know that it's based on like what like group they're in, but I think it's a little weird that the literal kindergartner is
She's very cool.
Is yeah, a cool card, but okay, that's the end of my rant about that. I kind of wanted to talk for a minute to tell people how do we get those decks, because some people sometimes are like, whoa, you built this deck? No, I didn't build that deck. At the beginning of a format,
No.
I think that net decking is a very important resource, and I might include this. I'll put like a little comment in there with this. Let me go here. I think. Oh, the screen went black. Don't worry about it, boys. This thing. Here we go. We found it. Yeah, screen went black for a minute. So this is a spreadsheet provided by the Kevin, a god in the Weiss Schwartz community, for like actually compiling information. And he is doing the same for us here. So, you know, god damn it, I am going to use this resource because it is a compilation of every deck that was posted on Twitter. Dexander is a good one. Don't get me wrong, Dexander is better for like, you want to see what deck won a tournament, because that is important, like, right? Like, what won the tournament? This doesn't tell you that. Well, it does, but it's hidden.
No. It can tell you got third at an who knows how many man.
Yeah, third at a 3-man, first in a 5-man. Like, the fuck? There is a bunch of questionable decks, but there are hundreds of them, and that's the really important thing. And they're all categorized by what class it is, so you can just like go through here. Usually, what I do, it took a long time for this set because I didn't know the Idolmaster cards, and I was struggling with remembering what all of them did. But I'll spend like literally a couple hours where I just like open up tabs for every deck, and then I play like looking at each deck a little bit, and then deciding which one I like what card does this play, and then of course if it says like, okay, this was played week 1 of the set, or this was played like at the Cinderella Girls only, might not look at that deck. But I'm like really just trying to find the decks that I like and want to play. There's all kinds of unique stuff here, like this Armed Dragon deck here. So click on this. I know that I want to put up a video with this because I know somebody asked about Armed Dragon. They're like, I want to play Levitain Dragon. Boom, we got the Twitter list.
Dragon.
It didn't even get first place. It didn't even get first.
Well, it's
it was a trio battle.
Levitain in it. Wait, what is that at the bottom right?
Oh,
it's 7-drop.
That's not even Armed Dragon. The Armed Dragon from CP2. I thought it was that one. Oh well. Was it not this one?
No.
Oh yeah, it was.
What are you looking at?
It was this one.
7-drop in the bottom right.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it's got that.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is you've got the. So this is like just like a random thing from the spreadsheet, right? Like it's like I wouldn't have built this deck, but look, I'm going through the spreadsheet. I see Armed over here. It's got one top ever at a locals where we hit Google Translate, boom, and we see official winner. What does that mean? Could have been a 2-man, right? I could have won the Kokomo locals and put this up here. There's nothing stopping me. But
with this,
you know, don't try me. Maybe you'll see this on Twitter the next day, right? But like, see, it's just got like all of these cool, unique decks, and so it's really just choosing which one you like, and then you play it a bit, and then branch off from there. Because the formats are fast, and there's a lot of decks. There's a lot of decks you can be playing, and so definitely use your resources, guys. There is no shame in net decking. I hate to say that, but it's true. There's like no shame in like using that to at least get a start.
Well, I mean, what's the alternative to net decking? It losing?
Yeah, losing. Yeah, losing. That's pretty much it.
I don't want to be a loser. And I don't know. In Weiss Schwartz, you never needed a net deck because Bushiroad would print the deck for you.
I know that some people.
Yeah.
Some people are like, oh, I don't like net decking, or oh, dude, the content create like. No, dude. There's no reason to like. Deck building is a different skill set, but even then, like you can like express that after you net deck to begin with, because that part's important. Yeah, this spreadsheet though, that's kind of really the magic behind it. I just kind of want to share it with everyone because like I know that this thing's been circulating, and just if I link it here, maybe people will use it to find some sick decks, and then we get some gameplay videos with some of these too.
Ooh.
Let's see if I can get us back on the screen. I'm a little awful at this. There we go. Oh.
Am I back?
No, I lost you, but it's okay. We can figure it out.
So sad. I'm lost.
Ah. There we go. I brought you back. I brought you back. We're back. We're here. And we're ready to continue the cast.
Oh, yeah? With what?
I guess, did you see that we have a World's Date announcement for Shadowverse?
No, I did not. When is the Worlds? And where is it? Is it in Japan?
If it wasn't in Japan, then I think people would be upset. But thankfully, the one thing Bushiro does right is they put Worlds in a good spot, which is Japan, because everyone wants
somewhere
to go to
I
Japan.
can't get to. What everyone? Correct. You know, what am I doing here? I could be in Japan.
Exactly. That's my dream. Anyway, BCS 2025 World. Let's get these dates going. It was a terrible week, by the way. It was a terrible week. I guess. So the date is May 2nd, 2025. It's in a different area than before, but I don't think anyone cares about that. The more important thing is that May 2nd is do you know what Golden Week is?
It's been a long time. No.
Oh, it's like
someone's gonna be really disappointed I said that.
Oh, it's like the big Japanese like holiday. I think it's like their version of like spring break. And it is a very expensive time to travel.
Yikes.
So, yeah, it means that like if you're gonna go, you probably want to like be like me, where you go for like a couple weeks, because you don't want to get you don't want to have to pay like $1 million to get your flight around that time. And it's also going to be terrible to travel during that time. It's going to be like super crowded everywhere you go. It's like my understanding. So it's like visiting Florida during like spring break, right?
Oh,
like don't do it.
You say May 2nd?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Golden Week's only 4 days. It's not actually the whole week.
It's not the whole week, yeah, but it's.
But May 2nd is like the day without a holiday, according to Wikipedia. So your
the one day
right in between there, yeah. 3, 4, 5. That's how it is.
I think it'll just be problematic because I know some people like I make a trip of it where I go for like 3 to 4 weeks, but like some people, they like to show up to Worlds for like 2 days. That shit's probably not going to fly. It's going to be $1 million if you try to do that. So yeah, just it's a little upsetting, but it is what it is. And that's really the only news we have about the World Finals so far. So until then, it's just good luck at regionals, and hopefully we get to see some people there. But
what's coming up? Was Georgia coming up?
Costa Rica's next.
Costa Rica's next. Man, I hear they're pretty good in Costa Rica.
I'm hoping there's nobody, but yeah, I'm hoping there's nobody. I'm an awful person. It's Costa Rica, then Peru. I'm not willing to go to Peru though. That's a little bit further. That's a little bit further. And then yeah, Georgia on November 9th. November 9th is Georgia. I didn't realize that was so close. Oh yeah, it's on the 10th, but
it's on the Sunday. Okay, so it's on the Sunday of the 9th weekend. Got it.
I forget. Are you going to be coming down for that?
Georgia? Yeah.
Hell yeah. The real question is, are we Weiss Schwartz players there? That's the real question.
No.
Fuck.
Okay, do you need me to be?
We could be the best Weiss Schwartz players.
I am awful at that.
What do you mean? No. It doesn't matter. Dude, we go play mob.
Mob? I don't have any mob cards.
Don't worry, I do. You could be the most blinged out mob player they've ever seen.
I've got 4 play sets of the
Four
level
places.
1 from slime.
What?
The card's limited to 1, right? The slime level 1.
Oh, I don't actually know.
I've got set 1, 2 slime. I've got Ruby, and I've got Gurren Lagann.
Okay, yeah, yeah. See, we're ready. We can go win.
I
We
got
can go.
Dust. You have the extra Ruby cards, right?
Yeah,
Wait,
Ruby.
it's not teams, is it?
No, it's not teams, but it's more of
Oh,
like
okay.
we're already going down there.
I'm already there. Show up with Combine and give someone a free pass to
No, no,
to,
you
to
ruin their
1-0.
tiebreakers. You don't actually give them a free pass. You ruin somebody's day.
Ooh, that's
They're like, I had to
fantastic.
fight against the guy who went 0-6. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, the reason they call me Timmy Two Soul is because I'm gonna go 0-2 at Georgia.
Ooh.
0-2 souls in my deck, though. I learned the game playing 8-gate Gurren Lagann. So,
Yeah,
whoops.
I wouldn't mind, like, yeah, going to, like, one of these just for, like, because I'm judging in, I'm judging in Chicago already. I've already committed that. But I would be down.
Judging on the White Schwartz Day.
Yeah, I'm judging on the White Shorts Day.
When is that? Is that like
It's like next year
next
sometime.
year?
Yeah.
Like that's like Springfest at that point, right?
No.
But it's spring.
There's no Springfest anymore. There's like only
What are
these
they?
things. I don't know if this has to do with like side games. I've actually wondered a lot about like the changing of the dates, like right? Because we used to have like teams and now suddenly we don't. And I don't know if that has to do with like, hey, we need to have more tournaments that matter for like our sets. I'm not 100% certain though. That might be like too conspiratorial. They might just be like, we don't care about giving you prizes for teams anymore. Not 100% certain.
Maybe they're sick of making merch.
The
No,
Shioko
we're
bag
still
is
gonna get
bankrupting them.
merch. Because all my merch says Springfest, because that's all the stuff I ever went to.
Have you never been to a singles? No, you've been to singles before.
Wait, that's not Springfest?
No, that's BCS.
Oh, never mind.
No, wait,
I'm a
have you been to
liar.
singles? No, you've been to singles.
Wait, singles for what?
You've been to singles
Like
for Weiss,
like
not for
White
Shadowverse.
Schwartz? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, because, well, Shadowverse is, they didn't let you in last year. This is the first year that people are allowed in.
Okay, yeah, that's true. You had to
You had to win a locals.
Weenie Hut Juniors before you were allowed into the chum bucket or
Well,
something.
yeah, sadly, you were at the Salty Spittoon. Other people were at Weenie Hut Jr.
Dude, I was in Kokomo. Guys, try winning in Kokomo. You can't.
I believe in our
Sheena
players.
shows up.
I believe in our players.
We're gonna show up and I'll go 4-3.
Hell yeah! Though that's over 50% winner. That's like nearing 60%.
Yeah,
See,
that's over 500. We're
that's busted.
we're better than most NFL teams at that point, right? We're kind of the best. Try walking into Kokomo.
But I think it's time for us to go to the next segment. It's everybody's favorite.
It's at least my favorite.
I know you wanted to eventually do something with voice lines. We need to talk about that one later, but figure something out.
Nothing I can't handle. Nothing I can't handle. Wager your soul.
I think voice lines would maybe become impossible with like some of the draft shaft, but flavor text is pretty hard.
Yeah, I don't know. Flavor text, like I've only I try and read them really fast on the loading screens, but the game loads too fast. So I can get like 4 words in, and I don't even know what card it was for. I'm like, Dean's gonna hit me with something stupid. Then I try to read it, and it's too late. So it's my turn, huh?
Yeah. So for the people who do you know the intro?
My turn to read them. No, I don't know. What are the lifelines?
Oh, I got it.
Just explain everything.
Yeah, there's some points. We don't actually know the points, so maybe the points don't matter. Basically, he's gonna read a flavor text to me, and you get up to 3 lifelines to help us figure out what that card is. That's what set the card came out in. Which, if you watch the Chuni Clan Rika's video, that might not actually be enough to help me. Uh, even when I know what card it is, I could be looking at the card and still don't know the name. So yeah, like what set the card came out in, what class the card is, and what type of
Class.
the card is. So like amulet, spell, follower.
Mm-hmm.
And the goal is to not use the lifelines. That's really the main goal, and to actually guess the card correctly. Both of those have to happen. But with that in mind, do you have the flavor text?
Okay, before I choose one of these, I want to ask you: do you want, on a scale of 1 to 2, how evil do you want me to be?
You can just be as evil as you want, bro.
You want me to be as evil as I want?
I'm ready for an Idolmaster girl. I think they have collab cards. I was thinking about that, but I'm like, I don't know any of their names. I don't even know who had cards.
After this, I'll tell you the one I almost picked. But so okay.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm locked in.
Silence yourself. When the world finally holds its tongue, stillness will prevail, and in that stillness, we will have everlasting equality.
Bro, this is one of the. This is like the Omens. This is like Roll Nigh. But like, this is basically Roll Knight. What the hell? Or is it like one of his apostles? That's the real question. What class is it? And you're gonna say Abyss, so this is pretty rough.
Shadowcraft, Abyss.
Damn. Nothing. Okay. Silence yourself. Okay. Are you ready? Are you ready? Here's where I'm gonna get you.
Mm-hmm.
What type of card is it? Follower, spell?
It's a follower.
It's a follower. Fuck. I was wondering if it was like Silent Purge or something. I don't even know if that would help if it was like between. No, because Thundering Roar is not a card in digital. So that doesn't. Oh, by the way, little fact for people who don't know.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. The cards, all of the Omen cards that like look bootleg, like the claw for Galmu.
The Sword of Creeds isn't real.
Yeah, those are random like physical only cards. It's a little fact, by the way.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. What was her name? Octress's ancient Sword of the Meth King wasn't in digital.
It's like it comes out when she has the animation, but yeah, it's definitely not an actual card.
Roar, Zabimaru.
What is? Okay, you ask how evil. Can you read it one more time? Because now, okay, did you get my head by asking me a question and you're just gonna pick Roll Nigh? So okay, what is the flavor text?
Silence yourself. When the world finally holds its tongue, stillness will prevail. And in that stillness, we have everlasting equality.
I'm gonna lock in. Which one's the gold? Is that the Apostle?
Yeah.
The Apostle. I'm gonna lock in the Apostle of Silence because you said you were gonna be evil. I'm metagaming a little bit. You said I'm going to be a little evil. And I'm going to assume you did not pick Roll Nigh. So I'm going to guess the Apostle of Silence.
You don't want to use the last lifeline?
The last lifeline is what set it was in. Oh, wait. Sure, you know what? We'll use it just in case. What set was it in?
It's in Omens.
Jesus Christ, yeah, I'm guessing the Apostle of Silence.
You know what?
Am I good?
I'm really angry.
Am I good? Am I that good?
It's the Apostle of Silence. It's the Apostle of That's so stupid. I have up
You
here,
gotta hold your cards. You gotta hold your...
I've got a tab for... okay, so I should have asked if I wanted to be evil from like 1 to 5.
Oh, yeah, you should have.
The Disciple of Silence has different art and physical. Like, I haven't seen this card.
The Disciple of Silence?
The Disciple of Silence. The silver. The silver is completely different in digital. I'm pretty
I don't
sure.
even know who the Disciple is off the top of my head.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wait, what is the Disciple?
Is it even a card? And maybe it's not even a card.
No, it's probably like a shit card that's like unplayable.
Well, yeah, that's probably why we don't know it. I have to know now. But I'm looking. I'm like, dude, it's all these. Every single one of these cards starts with silence yourself, and then they
Really?
say something else. Yeah, the disciple says
Oh,
silence yourself to speak is air, blah blah blah. The servant of silence, the bronze says silence yourself, speaking is deception.
okay. I
And I'm
didn't know
like,
that. I didn't know
and
that.
I'm like, he's gonna say roll a die, right? He's gonna say roll a, and if he doesn't say roll a die, it's a coin flip. It's
I'm broken, dude. I'm the best at guess
those
that flavor text.
that was really stupid, and that makes me pretty
What
angry.
were you gonna pick otherwise?
Otherwise, there was
Is there an
the
Idolmaster girl?
so what I was gonna pick is there's a card, there's an Idolmaster collab that says the curtains will rise any second now. I'm not nervous. I'm just focusing. Quoth Karen Hojo.
That would be impossible. I didn't even know. Wait,
She
Carrot.
says she says I'm just focusing.
Did you know
What
that
card do you
one?
think that is?
I have never. I have never. I'm just focus. That's focus. I don't actually. I don't even know anything about Karen Hojo other than I think is
Me
she the
either.
busted? Wait. I have the deck on
She's
me.
the busted one drop.
She's the one drop. Yeah,
The 3/2, yeah.
the 3/2. That's all I know about her. I know nothing else. You could have instantly won. Guess that flavor text.
Well, it doesn't matter. Well, the thing is that I don't know if Focus was ever played. Was it
Focus.
played in Portalcraft?
Well, it's in physical and Havencraft. It was in my Float Haven deck.
Okay, was it ever played in digital?
Yeah.
Cause I'm like, I know you have all the cards, so I'm like, man, am I gonna like? If she says I'm just focusing, does that give it away?
Wait, is it actually Focus?
Yes.
Is wait. Oh, like that's like the actual card. Or is it the Karen
Yeah,
Hojo?
yeah. No. Karen Hojo is alternate art for Focus.
I don't have that one.
Dang, could have got you. Or you could have just said, she says I'm just focusing. Is it that easy?
No, because I'd have to get. I'd have to get. Oh, so if I do like an alt art, you have to guess the alt art card.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, it's fucked.
What?
I didn't know. I literally only had the. Oh, do I have this? That's who this is. Maybe I do have this card. I see. I'm learning things about Idolmaster. We told you we weren't real fans.
Speaking of, you looked up the number of Cinderella girls there were.
Oh my god. Yeah. Fun little quiz for those at home. How many Cinderella girls do you think there are? The answer is 190. There's 190 different Cinderella girls. So if your favorite girl's not in the set, don't worry. They got enough for like 2 more.
Please, not again.
It's just like White Shorts, bro. We're in idle hell. Never allowed out. It's our fault. We play these weeaboo games, bro.
The horses have the fun Switch game. I don't know about Idolmaster.
It's got a PlayStation 3 game you could play, or it's got a PlayStation 4 game you could play.
Is it good?
I've never played it.
Is it as good as the Switch game for Uma Musume?
The 3 mini games. It's hard to be.
Is it ballin'?
Probably not. It's probably pretty rough.
It's not ballin'.
But yeah, on to the next topic. I think we. By the way, keep taking those L's and guess that flavor text. I'm the best. I am the best. Really, actually,
I don't think I used a lifeline last time. So maybe.
You did bait me. You did bait me.
Maybe I shouldn't ask for it. Maybe I shouldn't ask for it. You know, please be nice.
It did bait me.
Please stick to the legendaries. Don't do
worry.
anything mean.
Don't worry. I'll just fucking read the flavor text for the claw. It doesn't exist, but I'll make it up.
That doesn't exist. He's gonna read Sneer of Disdain and instead of the claw.
Actually, the next thing I had up was like talking about the upcoming BCSs, but we kind of did that already. You know, we got the Georgia coming up, and that's about Well, I'm going to Costa Rica. I hope that nobody makes a panic flight to come shit on me. Let me have my 20-man. There's 20 people signed up for that. I thought that was a little fucked up. Like,
What were you expecting, more or less?
I don't know. I don't know how big the game is in Costa Rica. Like, right? It's this thing where I was like, oh, dude, the cool vacation. Go to the 10-man. Go to the 6-man. I don't know. I was hoping for. I'm not gonna say it was like a malicious plane ticket I was getting, but it was. I don't think my heart was in the right place when I was booking it. The
Whatever that means. I know my when I was in high school, I heard some people in like Spanish classes took like a field trip to Costa Rica. Do you know any Spanish?
I know no Spanish, but I've been to Japan with no Japanese, so I'm hoping it's the same. I like that look on your face. You're like, what the hell's he doing? It's
Well,
okay.
just
The language of card games will bring us together. I am going on like a little tour of a volcano and all that. So you're gonna turn a little bit of a trip into it. I'm excited. I've never been, so it'll be my first time.
Well, if you want to compliment your opponent, I know like one word in Spanish, and it's kind of like a nice way to refer to someone. You say pendejo.
Is this like in Uma
it's
when they tell like Special Week how to say like fuck you before fighting El Condor Pasa?
You think I would give you advice like that?
I think you would.
Well, it's I learned it from Xbox Live.
I see. But
So
yeah,
it can't be good.
it can't be good. But yeah, that was
So
I think that was really it for the news here. I want to get some gameplay videos out for people. So look forward to that. And then maybe I'll do like a little vlog of me going through Costa Rica. So
ooh,
maybe. If I'm
Dean's
feeling
last
motivated.
moments in the mountains.
In the mountain. No, I'm not doing a hiking. I thought about a hiking tour, but I'm taking a bus. I'm taking a bus tour.
Mm.
Yeah, the hiking tour
All
seemed
right.
a little expensive, so decided against it.
Makes sense. Gotta save money for to go to Georgia.
Gotta save money to keep spending on Idolmaster. Jesus Christ. This is my favorite Idolmaster. Oh, that's right. You can't see my camera. Maybe one day I'll fix it so you can. This is my favorite Idolmaster. Miki.
Miki.
This is the white shorts card.
Isn't she in the set?
No. Oh, yeah, Yui. Yui or whatever.
But she's the blonde one, right?
Yeah, she looks exactly the same.
She looks the same.
I don't actually have the card on me. It used to be in front of me. Now it's not. I'm like covered in cards, by the way. Oh no, yeah, I don't have it.
Sakurai.
Oh well, enough meandering.
Sakurai, that's her name. That's Miki, but younger. That's time skip Miki.
Time skip me.
Momoko Sakurai.
Oh, Momoko. They have a completely different energy, and you know what I mean by that. If you know what I mean by that.
Well, that's because Miki has the Mangekyo Sharingan, and before she was Momoka, and then Sasuke's brother killed her family, and she has the Mangekyo now, right?
That
That's
is the
how
good.
She's able to memorize the dance moves. She uses Sharingan. She changed her name to Miki instead of Momo.
I do like that lore that Miki has the Sharingan, but yeah, it looks like I'm gonna end it here because there's not any more news, and I think we should get to recording some games.
Ooh.
So see you guys next time, hopefully in like a week or two.
See you around.